focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. For a strong kick to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Continues to fight for yards. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here we go. Quarterback may change this route. Gonna run it. It's Parker. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. At the 45 on his way. Flying out to the left. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Tripped up for the tackle.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So, tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Here comes the option. Running back searching for a hole. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. James Madison may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Harrisonburg every time. The Dukes have been racking up road wins since the Mickey Matthews days, and they got another one today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Texas A&M going quickly.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Now the play fake. Under fire. Across the 35. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. How about the wheels on this A&M quarterback channeling his inner John football?
Man, John football was as exciting as it gets, and college football took notice. The Aggies were talked about in the news all the time. They need that guy at that spot to return if they want to be a national championship contender again.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. He'll take a shot. Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it. And
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Handoff from the gun. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get outside. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the ground. He's got it again. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
With the catch, it's Johnson.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Down enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on. Ball, it'll be a turnover.
That is why.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is?
He didn't even get hit.
Force the fumble.
Thank you.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Here we go, here we go. Now on the option. That's a 20. He's got space.
We keep it 2 now. Be committing. You better stay honest.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They want to run this quarterback.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Here's a hit. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man. It's Bussey.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds a tight end. Runs through a tackle. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Aggies will snap it on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
To throw, it's Hawkins. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Making side adjustments here. Trying play action. Bring in the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. 2nd play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the 3rd play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged in the middle, it's Singleton. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly. From the gun, the ground game. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. The gift to the back. And how about that alert alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He'll throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
It's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed. But it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. Turning it on! He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. A run to the right. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the right. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here come the Irish back on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll run the option. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Picks up the first down. He's at the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Great offensive to feature their playmakers. How about the creativity by the offense? Using the speedster, the wide receiver as the pitch man, and he kicks it into high gear and makes the huge, long touchdown run for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Give to the running back. He breaks just plowing ahead. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Texas A&M going quickly. Off play action on first down. He'll pull it down. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Offense, quick tempo.
And in back-to-back plays, you understand full well why the DC talking to us this week was like, this guy's a handful. Like, he shows the ability to throw the ball, make a big play through the air. Then you're covering the throw game well. What happens? He pulls it down, makes the run. He's showing you a little bit of everything.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Now they're going to throw it. Buys a little extra time. Looking down the middle. Finds a man by himself. Bust through behind his pad. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Rushes on him. Fires on the run. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Western Michigan. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll give it to Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man to the left. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Creates a little space. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The handoff to Johnson. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back on the move. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Running the red zone, it's Williams. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Fires into the end zone. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and the defense frothing to keep them bottled up. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Pringle. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it on the right. Right down the boulevard. Touchdown, Aggies. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
Coming out with it, it's Richardson. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And listen, obviously, this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play. that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Motion from the wideout. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
It's complete. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. Takes a hit as he fires. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
And that one got away from the quarterback. They've got the lead, but it's not by much. You just can't make mental mistakes like that. The football never should have gone to that intended target, and the defense makes them pay. Could they now take the lead here in the 4th?
Got a man. It's Pringle.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Well, you talk about getting out of jail free. They changed that field position in a heartbeat, and now they're ready to roll. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Moving out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
They could really use a few yards here on third down because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That's now this quarterback's second pick in the fourth quarter. He's battling. He's fighting. They're obviously down in this game. He's trying to make it happen. Just some bad decisions here late. Looks like he's pressing.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be aggressive after the defense got the stop and take a shot? Or are they going to try to be more conservative here and bleed the clock?
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Not sure why they're not content to just take the W. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.